myself, I'm doing big work. In my office, doing big work. Big work, big work. In LA, I'm doing big work. Big work, ayy. Getting paid, doing big work. What? Big work. What? Ayy. Big work. Hold up.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Jordan Summer, and I'm with Bigwork magazine. I got my co-host with me.
It's your girl Nico.
And right here on the red hot seat, we've got
Iwarayah.
Now tell me, how did you get that name? Because it's a very interesting name. It's a very strong and powerful name.
So basically, I'm part of a school, an Israelite school called ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And I gained my name by being in a school and earning it. And my name actually means awakened by the Most High.
Mm-hmm. And so do you believe like that's what happened in your life? You feel like you've been awakened by the Most High?
Most definitely. Anybody who knows me knows the change, and they see the change, and they would agree.
Yeah. Let's talk about it a little bit. I did get a little background. I believe you were in prison. Was it for like 17 or? Yeah, let me not be putting extra numbers on it, but is that about right? 17 years, or tell me about it.
Yes, I went to prison for 17 years. Okay. Yes.
And I heard you've been out and definitely are reformed and doing some, impactful and inspirational things that I would love to make sure we talk about as well. Can you share with us what you do?
Yeah. How old were you when you went in, and how old were you when you got out?
I caught my case at 14 years old, and actually went to jail for probably like around 16. Mm-hmm. And I got out when I'm 37 now, so I got out when I was 33. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Welcome back.
And how have you used that past to empower what it is that you do today with the youth? I know that you do a lot of motivational speaking. What prompted that?
Just my lifestyle. I used to be a gang member, so just reflecting on the things that I did in my community, understanding the influence that I have, even though I don't gang bang, but I still have in my community. So that's what prompted me to go back to my community, talk to the kids, do the gang and prevention programs, and just trying to wake my community up and just let them know what I didn't know, and that there's other avenues other than gang banging, because when you grow up in a gang environment, that's kind of like all it is. And then if your friends doing it, you want to be cool. Even if you don't want to per se like gang bang yourself, you still kind of get caught in it because I'm hanging with my friends and I want to be cool. So I just be trying to show kids that it's other avenues out here that you could take, and all of them don't have to be gang banging.
I love stories like this, as far as a lot of times people try to deem or put people in a certain category as far as like when they're failing, when they're up to no good, and like cast them away as if they're no longer worthy or valuable. And it's like those be the very people that actually bring real impact and inspiration to kind of bring some preventative measures for another generation to get that experience from you and learn ahead of time, and save them some heartache and some trouble to go down that road and just see what it's like when it's like you can just avoid that, skip that part. Right. It will get you right over here, but you are responsible in your platform, in your world, and in that lifestyle to be able to come back, first of all, because you didn't have to come back, but just come back with that intention and doing that work and doing something different in a positive way. So salute to you for that. Yeah,
absolutely. What are some of the programs that you have that young men can get into so that way they can learn and glean from your experiences?
So the biggest program we do is Saturday Night Lights at Manchester Park. Mm-hmm. And basically we just, all the kids, it's just a place where they could come, be safe at. Of course the police is there for protection to make sure nothing happens. And it's just a program where a lot of people like myself who, former gang members, we just bring the kids out and just show them that, y'all could have fun and be kids, and y'all don't have to worry about the pressure of gangs. Y'all don't have to worry about, feeling like, hey, if I walk down this street, somebody gonna do something to me. But also showing them different things, because a lot of people, I was fortunate to be able to travel because of my father, but I have a lot of friends who's never left South Central.
Right.
Like they never went to Inglewood, they never went to Compton, they just stayed in their community and they never went nowhere else. Yeah. So we have programs where they get to go to Disneyland, just different trips, just for they can see like, okay, it is more than my community. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. It's people that's never been skating. It's people that's never been, dirt bike riding. So we just provide a path for them and take them on trips and things like that, just for they can see, hey, you know, even though I live in this community and it's probably all negative, but it is outside of my community, it's a lot of positive things that's going on, and even within your community.
I think exposure is a really big deal. I feel like a lot of times when we grow up, like you said, just in areas and we've never really seen outside of or beyond our backyards or our neighborhoods, it's hard to desire things and work towards things that we don't know it's out there. So thank you so much for the work that you're doing in the community. We are going to lighten this up a little bit. We're going to transition just a little bit. We're going to play a little game with you. We know that you're a man of much wisdom. So we want to play a quick game of this or that with you, okay?
Yeah. or is it more so red flag?
Green flag, yeah, red flag, green flag.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to glean from your wisdom a little bit and know what to steer clear from and what to run toward.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let my girl run point on this one.
Okay. Let me see what's the first one. We're gonna give you both perspectives as far as like whether it's guy perspective or female perspective. So on this one, I'm gonna give you. If I'm little sis and I'm coming to you for some like, you know, some game and dating, trying to be safe, and I'm like, yo, bro, he pray every morning. Is that a red flag or is that a green flag?
I mean, that's a green flag, most definitely. You know, I mean, if you pray every day, you're no matter what you're doing, you're trying to become better. You get what I'm saying? So you're putting in the work, even if you backslide. That's, you know, things happen, right? But as long as you continue in that prayer, it just lets me know that this is a person who's not quitting, who believes, hey, it's more to life than this, and I'm gonna continue on that journey.
Okay. So what if I've been with my man for a while? You know, relationships always have their ups and their downs. So sometimes we be going through stuff. Things ain't always peachy. And he's very big on talking about communication and accountability, but he never really says the words, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a red flag, for sure. That's a red flag. And I know because I used to be that red flag. And, I mean, for me personally, dealing with myself, I never could find the words to say I'm sorry because at the end of the day, I didn't really feel I was sorry.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like more so about, I just don't want to hear your mouth, so please be quiet.
Yeah.
You know, so I say whatever I want to say, like to get you to, you know, be cool, humble yourself. But I ain't going to say I'm sorry because I don't feel I did nothing wrong. I just really want you to stop talking.
I mean, you know, sometimes it be like that. Look, like we ain't about to make this all.
I'm sorry that I hurt you. I'm not sorry for what I did.
Y'all funny. Hey. All right, bro. One more. He says men don't cry. That's what he tell me. Men don't cry. Is that a red flag or a green flag?
It's most definitely not a red flag. It's just, I'm gonna say it's a green flag, and it's just because I've been told that life. I know plenty of men who have, and it's just a stigma. It's just something that we go through as men, where it's just like, you know, we're taught to be warriors. You know, we're the head of the household, so it's like, hey, if you do cry in private. Don't let the world see you cry. You know, because you gotta keep up this persona that you're a strong black man, right? But the reality is, men do cry. You know, and even if we cry in private, you're still crying.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think it's a red flag if a man feels that way. I think it's more so just a community thing of, hey, we just need to be okay with crying as men. Like, it's cool to cry. You know, we go through things, we hurt just like women hurt.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Well, we appreciate all the big work you put in the city, for allowing everything that you've been through to be used for a purpose, to be able to educate and mentor and just show love to those who are coming up behind you. We really appreciate that work that you put in for the city. And let's get a little drop from you. Where can we find you?
All platforms up under UPKI Warrior. And I just want to shout out Bigworks Magazine, man. Shout out y'all for everything that y'all doing and continue to, you know what I'm saying, promote everybody that's doing something positive in the community. So shout out Bigworks, and if y'all don't know about them, go check them out.
And can I ask, is there anything that you want the people to tap in, tune into, or that you got coming up that they should stand by and keep an eye out for?
Oh, yes, man. I mean, continue to follow me. I drop every day. Continue to follow me. Continue to keep up with me. You know, I'm about to go drop something right after this. So we stay working, you know. Big Work ain't the only one working.
So if you need a word of wisdom, hit his page. He dropping new nuggets every day. And that's been Big Work Magazine. See you guys next time.
Ooh, on myself, I'm doing big work. Ooh, in my office, doing big work. Big work, big work.